We all were waiting for a miracle to save Anima Season. The evil Queen Elamine had ravaged the keep, leaving it in dire straits. But when all seemed lost, our long-awaited miracle ascended from the abyss in the form of Arval. But we were all wrong. Arval hadn't arrived to save Anima Season, but to destroy Summoner Duels. Unlike SDS, where bans could keep away the most evil and vile heroes in the meta, in Summoner Duels ranked, there are no rules. There is no one to save you from the meta demons, such as evil Emperor Brave Seliph, an abomination of true damage, mobility, and immortality, or the Queen of Succubus, Duo Thor, a seductress who draws in her victims with the promises of big AoEs, the ability to make enemies stall while they stare at her, and most importantly the ability to expose herself, causing enemies to take 10 true damage per hit. And we can't forget the Yaoi Kings of Malice. Two men whose love is so pure, whenever they reach around to give a helping hand, they give special cooldown reduction, making sure everyone gets to release their biggest specials. And these are just a few of the meta demons you are sure to face in the abyss known as Summoner Duels Ranked. But how was I to vanquish these demons? Could I? Was there any way to defeat such insidious evil? There was only one way I knew: to give birth to a more twisted, blasphemous evil, a dark power no man should ever be able to wield. Miracle Arval. Miracle Arval was unlike any other of the meta demons. It was created by combining the power of the hopes and dreams of the Anima faithful with a twisted blasphemy known as the Might of Myriads. By combining this pure good with pure evil, we had created a unit who can unleash devastating attacks with the power of weapon triangle advantage and survive anything thrown at them with the blessing of the Miracle Special. Do you doubt the power of our Abyssal Overlord? Very well, let me show you.
What the fuck?
Now that you have witnessed the power of Miracle Arval, you may be wondering what makes this team so strong. What allows Arval to dominate their foes? A good question. First, we must look at the Abyssal Lord themselves. We have Arval's evil weapon, Right of Souls. Right of Souls has 4 main effects. First, it can grant special cooldown reduction, making it easier for Arval to use powerful specials. Second, at the beginning of the turn, Arval unleashes a Plague of Guard on his enemies within 3 rows or 3 columns, as long as they have less resistance than Arval. Third, Arval gains some bonus stats, but more importantly deals 20% true damage based off their resistance. Notably, this affects AoE specials as well. Fourth, Arval denies follow-up attacks. But that's not all. Arval also harnesses the power of Duality, their Preference A skill, which grants a visible 9 attack and resistance, perfect for AoE specials. And the evil disgusting power of Weapon Triangle Advantage over all red, blue, and green heroes, while also inflicting disadvantage on them. This means Arval is able to put out ridiculous damage while also reducing damage from many of the meta demons. But to truly understand the dark arts that Arval employs, we must look at the meta itself. Now, like I mentioned last week, AoE specials are everywhere. They allow nukes to tear open safe tanks while also reducing their teammates to low HP. Unlike last week, we can't simply ban them away, we must learn to conquer the meta demons themselves. To do this, we must understand who the most common AoE meta demons are, such as the Succubus Duo Thor and the Demon Bunny Sonya. We must also look at the common ways to tank AoEs. First, we have the good and righteous Lord of the Jungle, Mufasa, who can laugh at such evil spells. But the other much more common way in this apocalyptic world of dragons is Dragon Wall, a damage reduction skill that is based off resistance. By understanding that AoEs are everywhere and that Dragon Wall is meta, especially on the Dark Dragon Twins Halloween and Duma, we can come to one conclusion. Resistance is one of the most important stats this week. This means many a showdown between the Succubus Queen and the Dark Dragon Twins will come down to who has more resistance. But if we look past those two, we find our Abyssal Lord Arval, with their massive resistance stat that is further enhanced with the power of Duality. This means Arval can easily ignore the damage reduction of Dragon Wall while also being able to eat magic AoEs to the face and laugh them off as Arval eviscerates their foes. This is the dark secret of why Arval is the true Abyssal Lord of this SDR season. But you're probably thinking, surely there are other meta monsters that can put out enough damage to kill Arval. There are. But Arval has some devastating ways to deal with those who won't bend the knee. The power of the Miracle Special allows Arval to survive any one lethal attack and retaliate with our full power to disintegrate the foe. But for the other meta demons that rely on the power of Miracle as well, such as the evil Emperor Brave Seliph, other means must be used. This is where the full team of meta demons come together. By relying on the power of the Queen of Succubus, we can remove Seliph's extra movement and no follow-up, making him weak and vulnerable. By relying on the Yaoi King's duo Crom, we can help to charge Arval's Blasphemous Miracle while also releasing devastating attacks on the enemy. The Dark Dragon twins Halloween Duma offer protection to Arval through their evil known as Farsave, and can even mend Arval's wounds through the power of their duo skill. Lastly, we have the Forsaken Brides duo Catria, whose hatred grants triangle attack to the entire team and gives Arval the power to puncture through any foe. When these meta demons come together, Miracle Arval is able to display their true evil power. But enough with praising the Abyssal Lord. Let their power speak for itself. Now that I've fully demonstrated the dark arts of Miracle Arval, you may be wondering, how well did this abominable team perform? Overall, it went 10-2. The team performed extremely well with its ridiculous amount of power. It had no problem carving through all the meta Farsaves, and with the mobility the Forsaken Bride offered, it was more than mobile enough to threaten a large portion of the map. So what was able to beat the Abyssal Lord? First, the team struggled against the Dark Cavalier, also known as Legendary Nana. Nana has the evil ability to stop defensive specials from proccing, meaning she robs Arval of their miracle and carves right through them. Second, as always, my own stupidity. Wouldn't it be a Summoner Duel season if I didn't make at least one stupid mistake? So now that you've seen Miracle Arval's true power, what do you think? Is Arval destined to cause mayhem and chaos, or will they disappear when the next wave of power creep hits? I'd also love to hear about your Summoner Duels runs, what kind of teams did you come up with, and how well did they perform? Make sure to drop a comment down below letting me know. If you enjoyed the video or want to bow down to the Abyssal Lord, please drop a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on all the new videos from coverage of new updates to showcases to tier lists and so much more. Also, if you want more Summoner Duels content, go check out my video, The Mightiest Hero in Fae. This has been Oblivion, and I'll catch you all later with more Fire Emblem Heroes.